So when I'm learning something new, one of the issues I often run into is I start with an article, and then that leads me to another one and another one, and before you know it, I'm deep down a rabbit hole, and I've got 50 million tabs open in my browser. Our next app, Kagu, looks to solve this problem.
Hello, thank you for joining us today. My name is Emily Quinn, and these are my teammates, Tatiana Scott-White, Vandana Adulkar, and Garvey. We're the team behind your new go-to tech learning platform, Kagu. When developing Kagu, we had a simple problem in mind: content overload. For example, have you ever started researching online and before you know it, you have a million tabs, bookmarks, and links? Or perhaps you get lost in your search results and you don't even know where to start. Well, fret no more. Now you have Kagu to keep tabs for you. Kagu is a web app that allows users to browse, save, and organize content related to a specific tech interest. To support our users in learning in a variety of different ways, we decided to categorize our content by videos, meetups, and articles. Organizing our content in this manner allows users to efficiently and effectively browse content related to their interests. Now, Kara will show you how a user interacts with Kagu.
Thank you. Say a user, Kate, is interested in learning more about virtual reality. So she logs in, clicks on virtual reality, and is brought to a page with 3 carousels full of content. After reading a few articles, Kate finds a video she'd rather watch another time. So she clicks the heart and saves the content for later. When she returns to the app, she'll simply click Saved Content and be brought to a page where all of her content is organized by interest. Kagu makes it easy to begin and continue learning new technologies. A budding interest can develop easily from reading a few articles to watching more in-depth videos and even meeting other people who are interested in the same subjects. Learning is hard, but other people help. The cross-platform browsing encourages our users to meet other people interested in the same subjects and expand their interests. Now Vandana will speak about our app architecture.
Thank you. Kagu was built using React, Redux, and Material UI for a responsive front-end, Node, Express, SQLize, and Postgres database as backend, and 3 different API sources for content data. While designing our app, we were careful to build it in a scalable, optimized, flexible, and modular manner. For this, we normalized our interest and API source models to factor in scalability and make it easy to integrate more interest and API sources in the future. For example, with this schema, we can easily incorporate an API source and start pulling content from that source. We optimized collecting content from multiple APIs by scheduling calls to a data aggregator that fetches and populates content in our database. So in our user experience earlier, when Kate clicks on virtual reality, the content is already available in our database, avoiding repeated calls to the APIs and reducing the server load. And now Tatiana will conclude by talking how we integrated flexibility and modularity in our app.
Well, we have optimized our app to serve repeat content. We also balance this with the flexibility of allowing our users to search for new interests. To enable this, we took a parameterized approach to constructing and triggering calls to our API, which made it easy to incorporate the search feature, which serves up content for user-generated interests. With the user's experience in mind, for our initial build, we wanted to focus mostly on 3 content types. However, we wanted the ability to incorporate alternative types of content, such as podcasts. For this reason, we created modular carousel components, as well as defined our database models in such a manner to make this possible to incorporate alternative types of content in the future. While brainstorming the idea for Kagu, we were excited to use the stack that we've been studying for the past 3 months to essentially create a learning tool that we would use beyond graduation. So, if, for example, we wanted to learn Python or machine learning, with Kagu, we can now do so in one place. So, The next time you decide to embark on a journey to learn something new in tech, please visit gokagu.com to get started. Thank you.
I always love it when we get to see our students, as they're finishing up this program, develop something that's education focused, particularly when it's focused on, learning something new and complicated, like learning how to code, right? Because they identify these problems that they've been having along the way, right? It's very close to their hearts at that point, and they really come up with some amazing solutions. And this one really, I think, hit the mark. I'm really excited to try this out.
Yeah. And although they, utilized a lot of the stack that we teach here in our core curriculum, I think that they had some really nice additions with some of the APIs they dove into, and then getting into cron jobs, really like understanding the concept of like, hey, we can have some other service kind of spawned up to take care of pumping this data away for later. And I really like that they into that. They had some nice integrations with that.
It can be really tricky too.
Yeah,
they did
absolutely.
a great job with it.
Yeah, and picking those APIs in particular, you get a lot of good content along those areas. YouTube, for instance, it's all about, they're all, you can learn anything on YouTube nowadays with all the tutorial videos, and you can save them and, look at them later. It's really amazing.
Right.
So, and I love that logo.
Are you, the Kagu, I thought you were talking about YouTube. I was like,
no, yeah.
It's like, are you here to
YouTube logo.
talk about YouTube
Kagu.
or something? All right. Well, yeah, it was very nice logo, Dakota. Yeah. Why don't you tell us about the next team?
Sure thing.